Hi, when you're working with crystals, how do you know when energy is moving through your body? How do you feel energy? How do you sense energy? What are some of the physical and subtle signs that let you know that something is happening when you're working with your crystal babies? How do you know when the dense energy is moving through? When the toxic energy or any energy that doesn't serve you is coming up for release? How can you tell? What are some of the physical signs? What are some of the subtle signs? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about this subject, talking about some of these symptoms so that we can pay attention to what's happening, because then we know that these light beings, these crystal tools, these energy healing tools that we have are truly here to assist us, and that they're truly working, and that something is actually happening when you're working with our crystal babies. You know, these crystals really have a high frequency, and they introduce a lot of light into our bodies. When they do that, when they introduce that light into our bodies, the density, the darkness, the toxicity, the energetic blockages have to shatter. The density has to move through. Light has come. The darkness must depart. And sometimes when these things are occurring in our bodies, we don't pay attention. Or we might think that something has not happened, but something has already happened. Things happen whether we are aware of them or not, whether we believe it or not. Things are always happening. And that is just the beauty of life. But it pays really to pay attention. So you're in the know, so you're empowered, so that you can remember that anyone who has crystals, anyone who's really working with energy, really truly is remembering that they are healers and they have the power within them. And that really what we're looking for outside is truly us, and that we have truly come. We are truly the healers we are waiting for. It's all about going inside, remembering that power, and then utilizing it. And it's also always so beautiful to remember to pay attention to the signs so that we can help other people along the way. If one day you bump into someone, or you meet someone, or you interact with someone who is experiencing something like that, then you can tell them, oh, wait a minute, it's density moving out. Allow it. Do not resist. Enjoy the process, right? This is how it should be. We heal ourselves, experience things, and then we help others really remember who they are, so they too can shine their lights brighter and brighter. So anyway, I'm going to be talking about some of the symptoms. This is going to be very basic, only because I want everyone to remember that we can all do this. So if you have crystals, remember, you are the healer. You can heal yourself. You can push these energies out of your system by yourself. All you need is time. This is what most people don't have. We don't set time aside to really, really love ourselves and heal ourselves and do the inner work. But you know what? When you have time, you can experience, to really, when you have time to focus on a lot of things, you can really experience the beauty of a lot of things on so many levels, on so many dimensions, in so many ways. So make time. After you have made time, if you have crystals, one of the ways that you can work with crystals to help you begin to understand what some of the physical sensations are, or the subtle sensations are, is to perhaps try to do a chakra healing layout. And by that, I mean something like this. If you have the Crystal Bible, I'm going to use this because this is just a good, one of the books that most people with crystals have. And it can show you how to use your stones and lay them out on your body. This is the Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. This is on page 365. And you can see the way the layout is. So you can lay out your stones on your body in this manner. The dark stones on the base chakra, then you have the orange on your sacral chakra, the yellow stones on your solar plexus. Like, you take the yellow stones, you could use any stone on your solar plexus, and then you can use your green stones or your pink stones on your heart chakra and your higher heart chakra for the pink stone, and then you can use the blue crystals on your throat chakra. Then you can use any violet, purple stone or blue or magenta stone, or sometimes even blue stones on your third eye, and any clear crystal or even a purple amethyst on your crown. It really, really depends, and there's a lot of ways. But what I do for myself is I just do things haphazardly. I never really follow any pattern. I go by my intuition, which I advise for anyone who's working with energy to go by your intuition. Follow your intuition in everything, you know. In the beginning, you might use this books and these layouts to help you really understand how you can move energy. But as time goes by, when you begin to trust your intuition, when you begin to know your stones and why you have intuitively selected them, you can place them anywhere, because those stones, those energies need, those particular chakras or parts of your bodies need the energies of that stone. Like for me, sometimes I use like a black tourmaline on my throat chakra. I know that black tourmaline is my stone for anger. And sometimes I have really unexpressed anger that, you know, and my throat chakra is about self-expression. So sometimes I'll pick a stone like this and place it on my throat chakra to just absorb that negative energy and allow me to really express whatever it is that I need to express, or really heal that space within myself. So it really depends. There are no rules anywhere. I don't really go by rules. I go by my intuition. So if it helps you, you can go by your intuition, or you can just follow some of the standard ways of working with your chakra. It doesn't even matter. So the most important thing is have those tones on your body. Lay them out, you know, take some time. I mean, put aside maybe 30 minutes to an hour to work on yourself, to love on yourself, and to really just pay attention to what's happening with you. Okay? So, some of the signs that people feel, most people experience, or I experience, is sometimes I feel heat. I feel a lot of heat coming into my body. I sweat. Maybe the people I'm working with sweat a lot. So that is usually a sign that energy is coming up for release. So you might notice the heat, or you might notice the cold. I freeze a lot. You know what I'm saying? I sometimes freeze. I just need layers and covers over my body. I get all these goosebumps when the energy has come in. When I feel the energy moving through my body, I start getting goosebumps and I start shivering. It's almost like it's not real heat. It's almost latent heat, or a latent kind of cold, you know. It's not the regular kind of, it's just the weirdest kind of sensations, but you either feel hot or you feel cold. And you know, I have this crystal. This is my selenite crystal. It's called Nameless. And Nameless is usually my radar for when I need energy clearing or an energy attunement. This is a selenite crystal. And what happens is, usually when I need my energy cleared for some reason, I place it, when I place it on my heart, in the middle of my body like this, when I need a clearing, I'll start freezing instantly, or I'll get a heart palpitation, which is again one of the signs that people feel when they're working with energy. So I'll start freezing. Then I know, oh my gosh, Caroline, you need to really set time aside to work with yourself. When I don't get any kind of feeling, I know that I'm fine. So I love Nameless because it's usually just one of my tools. I know this is the purpose for which this crystal is here for me, to help me really know when it's time to clear my energy or not. So anyway, to get back to the topic, either you feel hot, or you'll notice cold energy, or you'll feel tingling sensations in your body, or you'll feel a buzzing that goes through your body. When you feel any of these things, allow, do not resist, know that something is happening. Or sometimes you'll cough, you know, to let the energy out. Sometimes you'll yawn. Oh my gosh, this is another one. Sometimes when I'm working with energy, there's just so much yawning going on, and all you have to do is just allow all the suppressed energy to come out. Yawn as much as you want. And then again, another sign is sometimes you feel these gurgling sounds, or these air moving through your body. It's almost like when you're hungry and you want to eat something and your stomach is just not happy. It needs the food now. I want it now. Then the energy and the gas begins to move in your body. You can feel it in your solar plexus, your stomach area, or sometimes even in your sacral chakra. You can feel the gas moving left, right, top, bottom, and you know, that is a sign that energy cannot stand the light and it's got to go. And then sometimes you feel the sharp pains, like you can feel a very piercing, sharp pain that you might feel in a specific part of your body. You might feel it maybe on your sides or on your stomach, or maybe on your thighs or on your leg, and you can feel the shooting pain that's coming forward. It's just so pissed off, it's gotta go. So before it goes, it sort of jabs you. Allow it. Do not resist. Just let the pain go through, ease yourself through the pain, and just allow that energy to move through. And then sometimes I cry because it's just become such an emotional experience. You find the energy comes in and you begin to cry, so your tears can start rolling. Let it go out. Some people are averse to crying, but crying is a very important way of releasing energy. So cry as much as possible. Why are you going to suppress yourself? If you need to cry, cry. There's a reason why we have tears. Tears wash away the sorrow. They wash away the sadness. It's a form of release. Allow the tears to flow through. And sometimes I even laugh. It's almost like a very funny, weird laugh. It begins as a laugh. It's almost, and it, by the time it comes out, usually I break out into tears. You know what I'm saying? But it starts as a laugh. So it's so weird, the whole sensation. But then that's what usually happens, when energy is moving through. And then sometimes, I ache, like your body begins to ache, and it just feels weird. So whenever you feel anything like that, the itching sensations, know that something is happening and your crystals are working. And then sometimes I just feel waves of energy moving through my body. I feel the waves of energy moving through my body and getting released through my fingertips or through the soles of my feet. It's just a beautiful sensation. When you feel these kinds of things, really be happy. Your crystals are working, energy is moving. Relax, enjoy. Do not resist. Do not panic. And then sometimes also I get like heart palpitations, like just one big heart opening. Like when I place a crystal like selenite on my body and I need an alignment, sometimes I'll feel my heart opening. Then you might be tempted to think that, oh my gosh, am I having a stroke? Am I gonna die or whatever? But no, it's just your heart opening to release pent up energy, or energy that's held within your heart area or within your lungs, and it's finding a way to just get out. So allow that process to get out. But obviously, let me just say this: if you're having any physical symptoms that mean that you need to see a doctor, by all means see a doctor. This is just us talking what we talk about and doing what we do. But if you feel that you need assistance or any kind of allopathic or help, by all means. There's no judgment here. Anyone can gotta do what they gotta do. But when you're working with crystals, it's just another level of conversation, okay? And then sometimes there's a lot of breathing, there's heavy breathing. You breathe a lot when you're working with energy. You inhale and you feel like you just need to exhale. So do it. Breathe in, breathe out. Let that energy out. Let everything that no longer serves you out. So enjoy this process. These are some of the signs and symptoms. There's a lot of things that happen. And I want to say this: when you're working with the crystals, pay attention also when you're feeling the energy moving. If you're feeling gas in a particular part of your body, observe what are the organs around that area. What are the organs around your stomach? What is the gas? What does the gas mean that the gas is moving? What is the sharp pain that's been lodged in my stomach area? So try to pay attention to these signs. If you get any kind of additional insights intuitively, notice that as well. Because after the session, you can go ahead and do extra work if you feel that it's important. Notice what are the organs around the sacral chakra? What are their functions? What do they hold? What does the kidney hold? The kidney usually has a lot of fear. What does the liver hold? The liver usually has a lot of anger. What do your lungs do? When you breathe in toxicity, you take in a lot of toxic energy. Sometimes the in-breath really represents the in-breath and the out-breath and the functions of the lungs of breathing in oxygen. Maybe you've been taking in things that are toxic, and the release comes, or the pain that you feel in your chest area is as a result of the release that comes. So really observe what's going on with you, the areas that are feeling pain, you know, and then later on, after you have done your work, then you can go on and deal with it. And then sometimes you can feel, you know, also constriction in your throat, or a sort of swallowing action when you're working on your throat chakra. Just swallow it and just allow it to be released. And then again, sometimes, you know, I feel like my head has moved, like someone hit me on the head, and that there's a movement in my head. It's the weirdest sensation, because you're sitting there and then you suddenly feel the movement in your head, and you're like, what the hell just happened right now? You know what I'm saying? You feel, it's so weird. It's almost like someone pushes your head. But this is usually just you, your thoughts expanding, and the mental constructs and the thought patterns that you have been holding in your head being shaken and being shattered to allow for the new energy that is coming in. So just allow it, recognize it for what it is, see it as a mental construct coming down. And sometimes I also feel like my third eye popping when I'm working with energy. So all these things are some of the signs that one can use to tell when something is happening or not. And then again, sometimes there's flatulence involved, and if there's flatulence, you know, you just got to do what you got to do. No judgment here. Okay, so once this is done, I mean, there's a lot of symptoms that people usually have. For example, some people feel presences of other beings, light beings around them, and sometimes people feel, you see colors, and rainbows or specific colors. Allow those colors to infuse your body and to assist you in the process of releasing the energy. And then, you know, sometimes people get intuitive insights that are really major. Sometimes you can go into a deep sleep or a meditation. But what happens after this whole process of working with energy is, at the end of the day, you feel amazing, you feel rejuvenated, you feel aligned, you feel calm, you feel peaceful, you feel balanced, and it's just I mean, it's just a total win-win situation. So all these things happen, and a lot more things happening. And I would like to know how you guys experience or feel or sense energy when you're working with energy. Okay, so when you're done with this whole process, what do you do next? The next thing that happens is allow yourself to experience everything you're experiencing until it is done. If the gas is going through your body, lay there until maybe the energy of the gas that has been moving through your body has ceased to move, or until you feel some kind of discomfort. Your body will always tell you when you need to stop doing whatever it is you're doing and when the work is done. So listen to your body, listen to yourself. How you feel will determine whether the work is done or whether you need to keep laying there or get up and go and just be happy and dance around because you are totally feeling awesome. Okay, so lay there until the work is done. And then before the work, you complete the process. After you feel that the work is done, allow, by the power of intention, light to start flowing into your body. Invoke the highest energies of light, the highest frequencies of light to come in through your crown chakra, into your third eye, into your throat chakra, into your heart. Open up your heart. Allow the most brilliant white light to come in through your heart, down into your solar plexus, into your sacral, into your root, and down even into the earth, into your room, into your space. Allow yourself to be infused with the highest frequency of light. Allow that light to go into every cell in your body, every organ in your body, every vessel in your body. Be infused with high frequency light. Allow everything to be brilliant and loving and light and peaceful. And then close out that process with absolute gratitude because you have done it. You know, we are just awesome. We can do this work on ourselves. We don't need anyone anymore to do anything for us because we truly have these gifts within us. Of course, you can always seek additional guidance because there are people out there who are doing things on very high levels that you might not be able to accomplish by yourself. So if you feel the inclination to do that, you can always seek out more. But on the basic level, anyone can work with their crystals to do whatever they need to do to feel the best that they can feel or need to feel, and even more. So, beautiful people, I love you. Keep working on yourself. Keep shattering energies that don't serve you. Let go, release, and shine brightly, because we have a lot of beautiful things to do in this beautiful world. See you next time. Bye.